Okay?
Shut up, Jarrell. Jarrell, would you shut up?
Here comes Zoe watching.
Look at all these people.
Surprise, surprise.
You don't know who I am.
Tell me something.
What?
Tell me something.
You
Shut
know
up,
who I am.
Jarrell.
Shut up,
Told
Jarrell.
you.
Who's always told you that?
Boy, Limey.
Like you don't know.
Yeah, bloody.
Yeah, that's
You're
it.
trying to say you don't know who in the heck I am. I can't believe that, Jarrell. Who else calls you Jarrell when you holler? My name is Marvin. Your name is Jarrell and always will be. I knew you
He
knew
knows who
who
you
I
are.
am. He does.
No, I didn't read it.
But you do now, don't you?
I'm not sure.
Dad.
What woman did you say one time if you had not married Ruth that you was that obviously the only other woman that you would have married?
You think you're going to admit that right
He
now?
must have been drunk.
I wouldn't know why.
You told me one time, since if I hadn't been lucky enough to have married Ruth, that you're the only other woman that I think I would have ever thought about marrying. Don't you remember saying that? How many times?
No.
You want to see that because Ruth is standing behind us. How many times you came to my house for coffee? When I lived
At
in Austin,
Bergstrom?
Texas, at Bergstrom Air Force Base.
And Marcus. Do you
Do you
remember?
remember San Marcos and all those card games we used to have
Do
to
you
play at
remember
your house?
Frenchie? Dad.
Do you remember
I
Jeff?
always thought to believe you.
Dad. That's Jean Lacasse.
McNeil.
Lacasse.
Yeah.
If you're a cat, you're wasting it.
Yeah, he's pulling your. Look at that.
There's your son, the commander. Yeah.
I didn't know you all was.
It's all in there. Bye,
You
Zoe.
remember I knew when I walked through the door and I said what I did, your eyes changed. I knew
Oh,
who
yeah.
you all was.
He knew.
If you are a reason,
I want you to know I drove all the way from Louisiana to see you.
Monroe.
you drove all the way from work,
Monroe, Louisiana.
you got a place to put her up.
Is it a surprise?
Well, I thought maybe if I nothing else, I could probably sit here on the foot of your bed.
He probably would let you.
Not hard.
Excuse me. Why not?
Let's go to the front.
The phone's ringing, Gerald.
Don't worry about the phone. We'll catch you later. You got an answering machine?
I love you in many ways if you're telling me the truth.
I know you love me in many ways, and you know I'm telling you the truth because I can tell from what look in your eye.
Got a sister named Allie.
Had a brother named Raymond that put you out of his kitchen out in New Mexico.
Tell me some other things.
What else do you want me to tell you? Okay, we was in we were stationed at San Marcos, Texas, at Gary Air Force Base. When Linda was a baby, when she was born, and when this one was about 2 years old.
I kept throwing my little pistol off the porch.
Yeah, he threw his little pistol. No, on the roof. Don't you remember?
Used to hang leather diapers on.
Yes, and I drove all these holes in these walls because you so told me that you didn't want any nail holes in here. And while you and Fritchie went down a load of
Yeah,
stuff.
that was my old girl.
Yeah, you better believe we did, didn't we, Ruth? Hey, Ruth.
Give me that damn hammer.
Yeah, I said, where's that damn hammer and those nails? I even made some fish and I put them in your bathroom just to prove to you that we could put some more nails in there.
And you told me one time, you may think, Sergeant, the cat is your friend, but he doesn't give about you.
See, I knew you knew
He
who I
remembered.
was.
I'm not so sure who you are.
Yes, you are. I'm the only woman that ever stood up and told you, oh, shut up, Gerald. When you would go on and on and on, and Ruth and I'd get tired of hearing it, so I'd say, oh, shut up, Gerald.
He knows.
Now, how come you pick this particular day?
Because Thanksgiving is coming, and we're supposed to run into the holidays, and Tracy, who drove me out here, she knew she was off this weekend, and so she said that she would drive me out here, so we came out.
Who came with you?
Tracy, she's my hairdresser and my friend.
Tracy.
Yeah? You don't know her.
I'd like to get to know her.
You would like to get to know her. Tracy?
I'm right here.
Come here.
Zoe, you keep crowding into your
Let
Did you
me
get your
see
bag?
your-
Come on,
Let me
baby.
see your driver's license.
You want to see my driver's license?
Wait, lasagna.
Would you bring me my purse so I can show him my driver's license, which ain't gonna mean a damn thing to him.
Hi, how you
Tracy,
doing?
this is Gerald.
I'm Tracy. Nice to meet you.
You know that for me.
I do. I really do. Yeah, yeah.
Who is?
What is your
Who
purse
is
look
she?
like?
I could tell you a lot, but I think you already know.
You did have a brother
I told you.
ran the mess hall out
Yes,
there.
I did.
And what do you want? 2 more pounds of coffee?
And you went over there and he told you to get out of his kitchen, didn't he?
No.
Well, you told 2 of my sisters that, and Sophia got so damn mad I thought she was gonna bust her gut. And Ruth, this is Tracy.
I'm related to that.
Best thing that ever happened to him.
Yes, that's who she says she is.
You believe she is?
And I believe you know who that is
I
too.
do too.
You can fool some people some of the time. You can fool most of the people most of the time. But you can't fool all the people all the time.
Well, I'm fooled, right?
Would you put your damn clothes on, girl? Golly.
There's women present.
What is your problem?
How did you get down here?
Hidden in that car sitting out yonder?
What?
My Durango.
It's a car.
It's a car. And Tracy drove it. No, I didn't drive. Tracy probably wouldn't have come if I was going to drive.
No, not really.
Tracy, go get me a cup of coffee, please, darling.
What do you put in your?
Just coffee.
She just made a fresh coffee.
Or she knew she was going to get a 5th degree when she got in there.
You're gonna call
Where am I
ahead
going
on
to spend the
that.
night? Well, I understand that your granddaughter, Tanya, told me that she was going to give me her king-size bed. You want me to sleep in here with you?
No one speaks to me.
Excuse
No one sleeps with
me.
him, huh?
Okay.
Sleep on your
I
side.
can't get out of bed.
I know that.
What else do you know about me?
Well, I know that you were tech sergeant at San Marcos at Gary Air Force Base, and you and Frenchy Lacaz and Paul Meeks, and I never can remember that other guy's name. Y'all used to play pinochle, and when Linda was a baby, we went over to your house, and this one was little. We played pinochle. No, we didn't. We killed a bear. You guys played pinochle. And one night, Ruth, the babies was crying, and Ruth was tired, and y'all had played I don't know how many games, and I says, don't you think y'all played enough games of pinochle? And y'all said no, and I just went over and took the cards, and I said, yeah, y'all have, because Ruth needs her sleep. And then y'all went, I don't know, y'all stayed there. Well, Frenchie left and went to Japan. Then y'all was on vacation in DeRidder, Louisiana, where you live, or Maryville, whichever one of them little places you were. And I lived in Fort Walton Beach, Florida. And I called, huh? And I called y'all, and y'all came from DeRidder to Fort Walton Beach and spent several days with me. Cut y'all's vacation short and came down there.
And you had a girlfriend.
So you
Here
need
I
to
am.
remember shit. I knew
A lot of this bull is
And then,
the truth.
and then you, then
Goes
when
my
y'all
face.
retired from the service, y'all came back to Austin, Texas. Y'all moved into an apartment. I moved into a small house, and you and Frenchy moved y'all into this house here. Y'all brought one load in, and Ruth said, I'd like to put some pictures up, but Marvin said I couldn't. She always called you Marvin. I always called you Jarrell. I said, Ruth, hand me a damn hammer and some nails. And so we had 2 or 3 pictures. You walked in, you says, who in the hell put these nails in my wall? I says, I did, and I'm going to put some more.
People down on Ben White.
Hi, I'm Debbie. I didn't get to meet you outside. I'm the middle dog.
Sorry, that's Debbie.
Okay.
And,
But Raymond talked like he had a little common sense.
No, I heard him saying your name.
And so we stayed in Austin, Texas I left there in 68, 69.
Somewhere like that.
Frenchie left and went to Greenland and was gone for about 13 months. And Jeff and on an isolated tour, and Jeff and I had to move off base and move into those little apartments. When we used to go to the commissary, Ruth would call me and say, put the coffee on, your friend's on his way. Didn't you, Ruth?
Yeah.
Where are you going? You gotta move? Okay. You okay?
I'll get around.
And so you used to come over there and you'd have coffee, and there used to be a show on Sunday night, something about Scientology or something or another. And you'd call me and we'd discuss that dead blame show, and I'd have to get up and go to work the next morning. You was retired, so you didn't care if I didn't go to sleep till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, really?
No, really, you didn't, did you? We walked many an old road together, old boy.
Let me see your driver's license.
Well, I sent somebody after my purse a while ago, and somehow it never got in here. But my driver's license is not going to mean a thing to you. Or you think I'm going under an assumed name?
No.
Well, what do you think?
I don't know what.
There ain't very
Shut
many,
up, Jarrell.
there ain't very many women who drive from Louisiana to Austin, Texas to see your ass, is there? Huh?
See what?
Well, to see you and to see you, right?
Like this first time you've ever heard that word.
I was going to say. Poor Bonnie. You bloody well know that I'm going to say what I want to say, don't you? What?
What's you in the world are you?
You know who I am.
Jane or Cat?
As if there was any doubt.
Gerald, I knew the minute that I walked in here and I said what I did and look in your eye. I knew you knew who I was.
No, I still don't.
Yes, you do. You just pull at my leg. Or trying to.
When we were in the hospital a couple nights back and I told you I have a message for you, someone told me to give you a hug and to give you this message. Shut up, Jarrell. And your eyes lit up and your mouth fell open.
Just like right now.
And everybody else was laughing. And you, who said that? I didn't say anything, but I told, you know who said that. And you gave me the initials JLC, Jean Lacaz. I didn't give you any prompting on that. You knew who that was.
I think they remember that.
Well, that's okay. There were several other witnesses in the room at the same time.
Well, I don't care if there was 4 or 5 or more. I still faintly remember it.
You know
Well-
what? You know, Gerald, you argue just like you always did. You'd argue with a friggin' signpost, wouldn't you?
And I don't have a whole lot of time to spend arguing because it takes all my energy.
Darling, I got news for you. You will argue till the day that you die. That's in your nature, and that's one of the things that I always said. You're a very intelligent person, and you'll argue a point if you think you're right, regardless. Now, wouldn't you?
How old do you think I am?
Oh, let's see. I'm 78. You about 85, 86. Did I get it pretty close? Did I get it pretty close?
You believe her?
She's just like me, aren't you? Don't you remember you said, well, she can't quite say, shut up, Gerald, like you can, but
I've gotten
she's
pretty
getting
good
close.
at it.
What?
Go ahead, say it.
Don't we make a beautiful pair? We are beautiful. Now that is a
Well.
beautiful picture. What?
If you,
He's recording. It's not a picture.
if you're who you're saying you are, I love you as a human being. And I wish you well. And I won't be, no, I won't tell you, shut up.
You never did. I was the one that was always telling you that. So nothing has changed, Cheryl. Some things stay the same. What was it?
This is videotape.
So watch your language.
What you gonna say? Hook 'em horns.
They can't figure out how to do it. Sign for LSU.
We almost didn't win that football game.
What is your friend's name?
That's cotton picking thing you
Oh,
know.
you two are gonna have my room tonight.
I don't think give me a cup of
I
coffee.
want
Yeah.
it
Well, here, I'll go
all.
get you
It's
some.
off.
How do you take it?
Huh?
It's off.
Just what?
I
You
don't
just-
want it all.
Well, you had it on a while ago.
What do you want?
Put it on.
It's on 3 right now.
Well, that's good. If it's on 3, that's good.
I don't know why these kids love you so much, but they do.
It runs in the family.
And they take good care of you, don't they?
They do. And I love them for it.
I know you do. You have some great kids.
I don't have kids.
Excuse me. You have some great children.
Thank you.
But they're still my kids. This one I helped raise. Linda, I washed her shitty diapers when she was a baby. Debbie, I've known her ever since she was, she was about 5 or 6 when, you know. So the only one I don't know real well is Kathy. That's because I was living way out yonder when Kathy was born. And Ruth and I've been always been close. And you and I've been like brother and sister. We even sometimes fought like brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
What? I know your mind's trying to think of something to say back to me, and you can't think of anything right now. What?
Oh,
What?
I thank God that I'm able to do what I can now. I thank God for my beautiful family that I have. My first child
And dinner's ready.
Not my first kid, but my first child was our only son,
No,
Michael Wayne Jarrell.
no kidding.
Chief Michael Wayne Jarrell. Very sharp to eat your life on.
I know, and you know what? I had a little small hand and had to raise him.
Please get back that hot.
I'm not going to pour it on you.
Not if I can cook anything.
Well, you're not. I wouldn't even think about that. I wouldn't have my hair on that head. Not as much hair up there. It used to be though, Gerald. What happened?
Right?
There's not quite as much hair up there as used to be. What happened?
What about it?
What happened to your hair? Did
I
you just?
have it cut sometimes.
Oh, okay. All right.
They'll get it up front.
You don't have to tell them the answer. Someone will answer.
You haven't answered the phone?
He was going to.
It's difficult for me to answer the telephone.
You have a great son. You have 3 beautiful daughters, and you got a granddaughter that is unbelievable. I know the others are great, but I don't know them as well as I do Tanya. But you have one granddaughter that any grandparent would be proud to have. You have a family that anybody would be proud to have. And I'll tell you something else, and I don't say this lightly. Your family has always been a very huge part of my life, and they always will be. And there aren't very many people that I would have left at noon and drove this far to see. But
No,
Tim, I'm going to go eat.